Hey YouTube, so today I'm going to be doing a video on how to remodel your old jeans using African style fabric, and I called that in the title because I guess different countries have different names for it, so I wouldn't know how exactly, because in Mozambique you call it capulana, but I know that not everybody would know that, so that's why I didn't put it in the title. I already made the jeans, which was a mistake of mine because I didn't know if I was actually going to film. I was still like on edge about starting YouTube, but off topic, whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I hope you guys find the video helpful. And I will put up my social media handles so that if you guys do try to make this, you can, I guess, send me the results. And that's it. Let's get into the video. So for this video, you're going to need an old pair of jeans, some scissors, a black marker, permanent or normal, some, I guess you call it measuring tape, a sewing machine, and the one that I have is the mini, and then some African style fabric, and mine is the blue one over there. So first off, you're gonna want to mark where you want the fabric to start or end, going from, if starting from which point until the bottoms. And I would suggest the point right about where the pockets end. So around here would be the best place. And you just mark that on both sides of the seam, on both sides of the pants. So next you're going to want to measure out about 1 to 1.5 inches of your pant leg so that you know where you want to cut the bar from. And then you're going to make the same measurement over so that you can follow it in the line. So when you're cutting, you're able to see and follow the straight line. So guys, when you're cutting your jeans using your points, you don't want to cut exactly where the point is because that'll give you no working room. You're going to want to cut a little before. So then when you're sewing, you can use the points to align the exact measurements to the fabric. So you cut along the line close to it, but not on the exact 1.5-inch line. So when cutting your jeans, when you get to the top of the mark, you're going to want to decide whether you want to cut straight or you want to cut diagonally, depending on how you want the very top of your fabric to look. I chose to cut diagonally so that it creates a little triangle before going into a straight line, but you can also cut straight and have it just be a normal rectangle. So once you're done cutting your jeans, you're going to want to measure out from your fabric. And because you cut 1.5 inch on each side, that's 3 inches that you will need to cut. And then just add 2 more inches for working room. So once your 5 inches are cut out, you're going to want to mark the 1-inch mark on both sides so that you can use it as the line where you're going to sew. So because you are going all the way to the end of the jean, you're going to want to fold the end of your fabric into a hem that is about the same length as the jean, and then you're just going to run it through your sewing machine so that using the same color as the jean seam so that it looks normal, about the same length, before you start your sewing process. So now I'm just going to use some of the old pieces from when I was making the jeans to demonstrate to you guys, but you see the straight line of points for when I cut across, and then also the 1-inch mark that you made on your fabric. You're going to want to line those up back to back before you're sewing. So once they're lined up on both sides and the darts are on the same level on either side, you're going to use your sewing machine and you're going to sew across that line so that you get exact measurements. So this is what the jeans look like already sewn on. As you can tell, there was 1 inch of work and then also some space to work on either sides. And the only problem I found was when you get to the triangular part of your jeans, because the measurements aren't the same, then they get smaller in a triangular shape. What you need to do is that you sew one side first, and then when you start to sew the other as it goes up, you need to pull the fabric to make sure that the middle part isn't loose. So pull the fabric until you're sewing in a triangularly shaped form. So when you're done sewing, the final product should look about like this. I couldn't quite get my hemline to be that straight with it, but I did use brown so that it matched a bit, and I don't think it's that noticeable. So this is what it should look like as you go up into a triangle. And it's not going to look absolutely perfect. Well, at least mine didn't. But once you put it on, they're not that noticeable. I hope the video was helpful. I know it would have been way helpful if I was actually doing the sewing and the cutting as I went through the video, but I couldn't because I had already made the jeans. So